investments, and they hosted our kids for a couple of day overnight trip. And what they were exposed to really will put a spark into their futures. Just giving them hope and giving them a look at just big industry and big opportunity. Those individuals, the Berry family, is so important to our community, and our community so very important to the Berries. Both of them at their executive board tables in their penthouse suites overlooking Lake Michigan, both of them had a tear in their eye when they talked about how important Taylorville, and in particular Taylorville schools, is to them personally and to their family.
Yeah. I'm sure they learned a lot too.
Oh, the kids were they were exposed to interns. They were exposed to lower level management. They were exposed to the CEOs in each of the firms. And they had a Q&A. Our kids were in business attire at their boardroom tables with their own nameplates. And they got to talk about what their talents and interests are and how they could possibly parlay those into future corporations, jobs, college, and career.
I'll tell you, that sounds like an amazing networking opportunity too.
Amazing, just amazing. And just giving our kids leadership opportunities. Each of them got to speak at that level and be heard and have conversation. And I'm super proud of the students. And I'm so grateful to the Berry family for providing the opportunity.
You never know when that intern they met turns into a hiring manager and they're looking for a job and they have an idea.
Exactly.
Who knows? That's a great trip. Anything else that you wanted to include about that trip?
It was just exciting. The Taylorville school bus sat out in front of that downtown hotel. And just what a statement. What a statement having our kids taking a look at the financial district at that level. It was incredible.
I'd imagine you could probably find pictures on the Christian County CEO page.
You've got
pictures too. I'm sure you did.
Well, and our students, remember, some of them are in the Tommy TV and photo programs.
Oh, yeah.
So they memorialized it. They blogged and filmed, and they're really, looking at leadership within CEO program across the state. So they wanted their story told.
Yeah, they're fantastic. The Tommy TV crew is fantastic.
You can't be at the Taylorville schools and not be photographed or filmed. It's just part of our experience. They love to tell the story.
Even the radio guys are filmed sometimes.
Yes.
And that's not necessarily a custom per se radio, but I don't mind it. I love it. I love the way they tell the story. Well, you also, speaking of trips, this hasn't happened yet, but you have an incentive trip for student council. Tell me a little bit about it, if you would.
We do. So our student council is really active at the high school. And again, one of our goals is to have all kids tied to a significant activity. And it's based on individual kids. We've got opportunities for academics, for sports. We've got opportunities for leadership. We've got opportunities, as we said earlier, for TV and for photo. So student council is a great opportunity to belong and to be leaders. So the student council does all kinds of activities throughout the year, and they have an incentive trip because they want to up their involvement of their participants and the participants. They're going to go to Disney World over spring break. So Max Wilson and Julia Crow, who are both teachers and leaders at the high school, have made arrangements, and there's a program they're working through with the students, and it's an opportunity for students to have that experience.
Yeah, that's a fantastic opportunity for them to be able to go and just kind of check it out, have a good time, and also just being in student council is a very rewarding experience.
It is. They work hard, and their leadership skills just emerge during that process.
All right. Well, we're running up a little against the shorter first segment here. So let me reintroduce you, and then we'll talk a lot more about all the things going on in Taylorville School District. That's Superintendent Dr. Chris Doherty here on the WTIM Morning Show. More from her after the short break here on WTIM, your information station.
WTIM. Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and wheat all trading lower at this hour. December corn down 4.5, 676.5. March corn down 4.5, 682.5. May corn down 4.5, 683.25. November beans 1367 down to nickel. January beans down 4.5, 1377.5. March beans 1386 down 4. December wheat 847 3/4 down 1 3/4. March wheat down 2 1/4, 865.5. December bean meal 401.40 down 40 cents. December bean oil up 25 cents, 68.99. In the livestock market, October feeders 175.25 up 42 cents. October live cattle 148.75 up 27 cents. December lean hogs 86.77 up 30 cents. In the energy market at this hour, November crude oil 84.37. That's up $1.55. I'm Jim Taylor for the RFD Radio Network.
I'm Police Chief Andrew Pistorius with the Sullivan Police Department, here to talk about a topic no one wants to discuss, depression that many times leads to suicide. When a person is going through such feelings, many times family and friends don't know how to help, but there is help. If you feel depressed or lonely, there are many resources to help you. Call a trusted relative, friend, or minister, or call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline toll-free at 800-273-TALK. That's 800-273-TALK. All of us are here to help.
The Shelby County Economic Development Corporation aims to foster, promote, and stimulate economic development, from keeping existing industry and retail businesses successful and thriving to attracting new investment in Shelby County. The Shelby County Economic Development Corporation is here to help your business grow. It also sponsors job fairs to fill positions at existing employers and encourages future entrepreneurs in the Shelby County CEO program. Find out more on the Shelby County Economic Development Corporation by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
This is Blaine Cornwell with Prairie State Insurance. Are your funds gaining minimal interest in a CD? Are you looking for a more effective plan? Put your assets into action with single premium whole life insurance with Pekin Life Insurance Company. This tax-deferred investment currently exceeds the cash value growth of most CDs. It also gives you a life insurance amount significantly above the invested amount, which immediately increases the funds available to your heirs. Call me at Prairie State Insurance, 217-824-9808, or check us out at prairiestateinS.com, and we'll go beyond the expected for you.
Tune into WTIM 96.1 FM in Christian County, 107.5 FM in Shelby County, and 107.9 FM in the Payne and Nokomis area. Streamed at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, on the WTIM mobile app and Amazon Alexa. This Saturday night from 7 till 9 in the evening for the annual Prairie Farms Dairy Pigskin Playoff Preview Show. Hear the first information on teams selected, plus live interviews with coaches. It's all this Saturday night from 7 till 9 on WTIM, your information station. The annual Prairie Farms Dairy Pigskin Playoff Preview Show.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook and WTIM TV YouTube, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. I'm here with Taylorville School District Superintendent, Dr. Chris Doherty. And last night at the school board meeting, you had the school district audit, and my understanding of it, Dr. Doherty, the district is in great fiscal health.
We got a clean audit report. Our auditor is CPA Adam Mathias from LMHN here in Taylorville.
That's certified public accountant, as I understand.
Yep, certified public accountant. And he presented a clean audit. Our overall score is a 3.8 out of 4. Which is amazing. And that's a rating that ISB puts forth. And there's different factors that go into that. But it's kind of a way to gauge your fiscal health. And so our fund balances are in good form. Our revenues are up. Our grant revenue has increased. Our property values in the community have increased. And our business office is run by Wendy Delacus. And she received very high marks along with the administrative team and unit office crew for doing hard work and managing a complex budget. Of all the budgets and districts that our auditor manages, ours is by far the most complex because of the size of the district and the number of grants and the number of funds and projects that we have underway.
Well, that's fantastic. Was there anything that Mr. Matthias left for the district to improve on going forward?
The only thing he said was to remind one of our principals that you have to have money in the account on the student activities before you write a check. And so we all know that, just like running a household, you can't write a check if you don't have the funds in there. And sometimes when we do a fundraiser, like for a sale at one of the schools, if we're selling chocolates, by the time we get the money in and get the check out, there could be a day or two in between. So we just need to push the pause button on that. It was a timing matter, but not a big deal by any means. So that's already cleaned up. And those secretaries and principals in the schools are doing an excellent job pulling in all those little details and making it work out.
Somewhat related, speaking of fiscal health, which Great Fiscal Health is allowing Taylorville School District to build a new sports complex and fine arts auditorium. I know that there's still some fundraising that needs to be done and whatnot, but where are you guys at on that project right now?
So we had a building committee meeting this month, and we are on schedule and we are on budget. The design development phase from the architect was presented, and it's about 85%. So they took some feedback back from the committee, just some adjustments on where doors go and hall room space, and getting the classroom structure right for a special ed addition that's going on. Because as you know, we're removing the east wing of the high school. So there's some classrooms on the lower level of that we have to accommodate in this change. We also are under the revamp of the CTI building. We're doing flooring and painting. So the unit office will then be placed there, which is amazing because there'll be a boardroom for us. We've been doing makeshift. We're in old classrooms, and then we use the cafeteria for our meetings. But we'll have a dedicated space, and that'll really, really help the community, a place to collaborate and meet. There's a parent training center, and there's a boardroom along with office space that's dedicated.
That's fantastic. Awesome.
Come December, when our building committee meets again, you're going to have a 95% complete plan. So all the feedback's being rolled in. Our architects have been good listeners, and they're incorporating the input that our steering committee and our focus groups have contributed. So I'm very pleased with how the process has gone.
Any timeline on the CTI district unit?
We're looking at Veterans Day.
Okay.
Right
soon.
about Veterans Day for a move-in. So the lower level had some carpet that needed to be replaced. So we decided to put in a hard surface floor just so we can keep it sanitary and it'll last many years. So that's currently underway. The paint is just being freshened up. Just from the move in and move out, from removing signage and those kinds of things. But it's amazing space, and we just are very much looking forward to it. We'll probably have the kids help us move over there.
Yeah. I mean, why not? They're young, right?
They're young and they're strong, and and it's their district. So we like to involve them at every level.
Yeah, of course. Also, I must say, my meeting audio, thanks you very much for moving into that CTI building.
Good.
You're benefiting even the radio station by doing that.
It
which
is
benefits
hard.
the community.
The acoustics in the cafeteria are not really designed for small presentations.
Right.
So we do struggle, even as a board, to have good listening and good audio, especially if there's any distance between people or any feedback on the microphones or any hearing challenges that some of us face.
Right.
So we're looking forward to having an environment more conducive to business meeting.
Awesome. Taylorville Superintendent Dr. Chris Doherty, thank you so much.
Thanks, Avery. Have a great day.